Hey, good morning. Today is Monday, February the 26th, 2024, and this is Wes Fryer in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'd like to talk about slowness and the slow movement and how I sense that is part of the life I want to lead, and I think it's valuable for everybody to think about. So this book by Honre, in Praise of Slowness, I read, 10 years ago, a while back. And as he described it, the slow movement started in Italy with food. And the reason I'm actually thinking about this today, a couple things. Shelley talked about this morning, one of her goals is heart health and eating heart-healthy food, but also not eating so fast, eating slower. You know, we're both school teachers, and so I think we've been conditioned over literally decades, in a lot of cases, to eat fast. I am so thankful today that I'm at a school where I have oftentimes a whole hour to eat. If I have duty, then I have like 25 minutes, but still, it's more time than I've had in some situations. Last year when Shelley was teaching in Union County Public Schools in Monroe, and she had 29 kids, and it was an incredibly challenging year for so many reasons. She didn't have a break from her kids basically ever during the day. And she had to go with them to the lunchroom, sit with them, didn't have time aside. It was really tough. So anyway, the slow movement is a movement that says in the case in food, but in other things too, there's value in going slow. And it's countercultural to do that, right? Here in the United States, in the 2020s, but for most of our lives, it seems, we're living in a very consumer-driven society and a very rapidly changing society. And a lot of the encouragement is, work, go fast. Faster is better. My blog that I started in 2003, I guess I named it Moving at the Speed of Creativity in 2005. That's about speed, the speed of thought, and that's actually why I named it that way. I think Bill Gates wrote a book called The Speed of Thought or something, Creativity at the Speed of Thought. I love technology. I love staying abreast of news. I love, connections and communication. I don't know if that was in my genes because my granddad on my mom's side, R.D. Henley, was a ham radio guy. In fact, I should do a whole podcast about that. And last year I worked on trying to get my ham radio license, and I didn't study enough, and I need to revisit that. But anyway, all of that to say, now when we're going on road trips, like we went to Durham, North Carolina this last weekend to a parent meeting for Air Force Academy cadet parents, we took the back way. We didn't take interstate at all. It was great. I think it was about 20 minutes longer taking the non-interstate route. And in Google Maps, you just say, avoid highways. And you're still on highways, but it just avoids interstates. So I'm going to be thinking about that today and this week. The slow movement, Are there some ways that I can give myself more margin, which is another great book. I'll talk about Richard Swenson's book, Margin. Shoot, I'll put that up here too. Because it's kind of paired together. Okay, as human beings, we are not wired for nonstop acceleration, and the pace of life is very taxing. So, think about slowness. I challenge you to consider the ways in which you may slow some things down to improve not only your ability to enjoy those things, but just the pace of your life to make it a more humane and sustainable pace. That's my thought for today. Have a great week.